There's only two people on this earth that can scare Michael Jordan whenever he steps on a basketball court, and you'll never believe who they actually are. You'd think it was anyone from the Bad Boy Pistons or Larry Bird, but surprisingly, neither of them turned out to be an NBA player. As one of the greatest players to ever play, Jordan was the alpha wherever he went. People called him a god. Opposing teams felt like they could never beat him, and even his teammates were afraid of him. But before he made it to the NBA, it was a totally different story. During his college days at the University of North Carolina, Jordan lived in fear of making a mistake on the basketball court every single day. In one of his first days practicing with the Tar Heels, Coach Dean Smith yelled at him hard for trying to force his way by the baseline to try and score. In typical Jordan fashion, he took the criticism personally, but in a good way. His fear of his coach yelling at him a second time made him work harder than ever. From there, the two would form a close bond through his 3 years at UNC, which ultimately helped Jordan develop to the player we all know today. The other man Jordan had nightmares of whenever he played basketball was also someone from his college days, according to his former roommate and now Hornets assistant GM Buzz Peterson at least. When it wasn't Smith putting fear in Jordan by giving him an earful during practices in the semester, it was whenever 6'3", 240-pound Lawrence Taylor paid a visit during the offseason to play pickup basketball. As part of Jordan's tradition to see how far his game has grown, he'd challenge every alumnus to a game of one-on-one. He faced the likes of James Worthy, Al Wood, and Hubert Davis regularly, but whenever Taylor was around, Jordan flinched. Peterson said Jordan was a bit scared since Taylor was strong, athletic, and to be honest, a bit crazy. The description checks out. But to be fair on Jordan's side, what man wouldn't be afraid of someone that huge running at him and trying to defend him the full length of the court?